And that I think that was a little thing. I always got that kind of love and respect when I jumped in the ring and sparred. And so it was like, oh, I can fight. Yeah. And it just, it all started from there, man. Just really just, and that's what I think, just, you have to just never give up and just keep going and keep going until you're satisfied. And that's how it started from there. Continuously training, and this was like I came out of jail end of 2015. And I didn't turn pro until like a year and a bit later as well. There was so much complications I didn't understand. I had to understand and make mistakes. I had a trainer at the time, sometimes money was going missing and etc.
So do you have to pay?
Because when on your debut, okay, how it works in boxing, especially in the lower stages, the opponent gets a pay that's coming into to fight, so there's odds against him as well. That's if you sell it, and there's a house fee, which I would say a house fee. I don't know if it goes towards like the referees and the situation because it's not televised.
Okay. Yeah, but the ref has to be paid and stuff.
All that,
yeah.
So it's hard at the bottom.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's hard at the bottom. If they can't sell tickets to cover that and they can't fund that, they're gonna be someone's opponent maybe up north Manchester. The odds are against them, and you're fighting someone that's maybe, I don't know, 20-1, and you've got 5, and you know what I mean? The odds are against you. Or you're gonna get paid, but you're gonna get ass whipping. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes. That's how it goes, man. So and yeah, just continuing training, and just was always up for sparring in different locations. And boxing just opened a different door. I started being, my circles changed. Like I took myself as not in the environment now. My friends are boxers that are going on TV. They're not smoking. If I stayed, no disrespect to my brother, but no, if I stayed with him, I would have been back. Because it was in me. Do you understand? But I took myself out of the environment. Now I've made this my environment. And I loved every ounce of it, and I just kept pushing. Like it was never easy. There's so many ups and downs that I took that we'll be talking to tomorrow. But to get the gist of it, it's just I stayed on it. Even when relationships were failing, I just stayed on my goal, and I just kept pushing and seeing where it can go. And now I'm more in a stage where I'm just making decisions myself, putting the right coaches, the right people, strength. I was in my strength and conditioning earlier, Ben Lewis, shout him out. And now I'm signed to the Warrens, and it's just been a journey, but it just felt good that I made it happen. Do you know what I mean? Obviously previously from that, one big person had a big factor, and I'll always shout him out, is Dillian Whyte. Everyone obviously knows that we're still a brother to me.
South London.
Yeah, he's Brixton.
Brixton, yeah.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah, man. My whole life changed.
I saw you went to Gibraltar with him.
Yeah.
How was that experience going and watching from that side of things?
It's weird because it's like, though we banter a lot, he's still just like a brother to me, because I remember in lockdown, and somebody doesn't like when man's so thankful, like in that way, because he just likes to be humble. But when I was in lockdown, you flew me out to Portugal. My food was paid for each week. My training was covered, and I was down to him. You know what I mean? Whether it still gave me the opportunity. They were my losses, but I fought for titles on those losses. I got to fight he got me the title fights.
Wow.
And though maybe it was early for me, a lot of people saying it was early for me, but he just gave me that opportunity. And everyone messaged me, from Eddie Hearn to everyone, like, yo, you know what I mean? That was, a good effort, come again. And I can only be thankful that you don't have many people that are going to open the door like that. And I've learned to always just look at the positives and everything. And that's the positives. I look at Tim, he's just always will be a brother for life. So when he's fighting, I don't care, I make sure I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm by his side. Anything, you need me to hold your bag, need to help you. Like that's brother to brother. So, you know, watching him still, he's going through his adversity up and down as well. And watching it eye to eye, seeing it and seeing him not stop, and was just such a inspirational moment in my life to see it.
Shout out to Dillian Whyte. Yeah. Class. A lot of people, when they make it, they shut the doors behind them. So for someone to hold the door and look back and bring you through, it's very commendable.
It's very commendable, man. We just had that liking, like we just don't know, just thought, you know, he wants to just help me, just open the door. You can see that I was just someone with the same background, same gone through stuff, and just trying to help. And that's the same thing what I've tried to implement as well, you know, to other young guys coming up as well. And, you know, I've had people reach out to me, and I try to send them to a boxing gym just to try and open the door for them as well. And going around my girls' gym, I've been looking at some, because I'm also a licensed manager as well.
Okay.
Licensed trainer as well. And so that's something I would love to do. So, you know, anyone that's watching it, or they got kids they want, my door's always open, or ears always ready to listen, and eyes open to come and see.
My son don't take this advice.
You might say, "Mommy, yo."
My son wants to box, but my heart is not built for boxing. I've signed him up when he was underage for headshots, because it's the headshots that like really get me. And when they said, "Oh, it's now," I said, "No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this anymore. I can't."
You know,
like,
it's mad, but it's the discipline that boxing gives you, man.
Yeah.
Like, the mental peace that it gives. It sounds so crazy, but it's just, I can go there pissed off, and the aggression that I go through in the gym, hitting the punch bags, I'm feeling tired, but I keep on going. You know, you got coaches shouting at you, keep on, and you push through, and you get there, and you're finished. And it just resembles life, because you're in the fight on your own.
You're definitely in the fight.
It's just a beautiful thing of, like, the human body's so magnificent. You push it through fire, it responds. So I know how it looks like, but it's beautiful violence. And it sounds so crazy, but it's like a beautiful form of violence. You know what I mean? Pushing your body through the extreme, and seeing it still standing, and the way it responds is wonderful.
So any of our young viewers that are watching, what would be your advice for them to get into boxing? What would you say they need to think about? And what they need to do?
Okay, see, a lot what I have with the boxers